And we are live. Welcome, brothers, to another show, Black Men Travels. Uh, I'm happy that you guys joined me today, man. As most of you already know, we're in the beautiful city of Medellin, Colombia. It's the rainy season right now, so it's been raining quite a bit. But if you're thinking about coming down, still come down. Medellin is wide open right now. No restrictions, no curfews. The social distancing practices are still in order. They still want you to wear your mask everywhere you go. Make sure you guys wear your mask out here, man, because the police will try to shake you down. If you don't have your mask on, they feel like you're American, you might have some papers. So be wary of that. But yeah, other than that, man, people are having a ball out here in Medellin, Colombia. Clubs are staying open to 2 o'clock in the morning. Some clubs open to 4 o'clock in the morning. And the vibe is pretty good. Like I said, it's the rainy season right now. So it hasn't rained a whole lot, but people are still going out. People are still enjoying themselves. People are still having a lot of fun out here. So let me get to some of the comment sections, man, and we're going to get the flowing. I'm going to bring one of my guys on here who's actually his first time in Colombia, and we're going to talk about his experience being out here. I believe this is the second full week out here. So we're going to talk about his experience being out here in Medellin, Colombia. And we're going to also talk about the group. Now, for the private Facebook group, Black Men Travels, I want to welcome all the new members. The Facebook group is growing. We at 5,300 strong right now. That's 5,000 plus members in the Facebook group. I mean, the posts have been off the chain, been going back and forth, we're having a good time. A lot of good information is in that group. So if you haven't already joined the group, make sure you join the private Facebook group, Black Men Travels. Now, I will say this. We're going to address some of the issues in the group. I'm not going to say the issues, but we're going to address some of the concerns in the group in a few minutes as well. Let me go ahead and get to the chat. Hold on, fellas. Got somebody calling chat. Okay, let me get to the chat. Let me holler out a few cats. Wayman Brown, what's going on, brother? Peace. We got Howard Cooper in the building. He says, yo, what's up? Facebook user, I don't know your name because it just says Facebook user, bro, but it's saying I'll be there April 18th. Hit me up when you come down, brother. Amon says I'll be out here at the end of the month. That's what's up, brother. Enoch Blessed, I'm not wearing no freaking mask. Okay, brother. Citizen Lou in the building. Says salute. We're going to holler at Citizen Lou in a minute. We got Howard Cooper in the building checking in. He says, what's up, bro? Antoine Johnson says, what's going on? Things looking up. Yeah, man, things are looking quite up in Medellin right now. It's off the chain right now. So, yeah, we in the building. We got 37 already in the room. That's what's up. We're going to go ahead and bring on my dude, Citizen Lou. Now, to give you some background on Citizen Lou, Citizen Lou lived in Mexico for a couple of years. This is his first time in Medellin, Colombia. And we've been hanging out tough, man. We've been going out. I'm sure he didn't really know what to expect when he came to Colombia, but I'm gonna let him explain his trip out here. Citizen Lou, you there, brother?
Yes, sir. You there, man?
Yeah, we in the building. It's Jay Clyde. What's going on, Jay Clyde? Salute to you, brother. Had a good time with him last weekend as well.
Yeah, so, man.
Brother, tell people a little background about yourself, man.
Oh man, so back in 2018, I was super duper broke after I had a failed real estate business, and I was down and out, and then my homeboy was telling me about some work in San Diego, but at the time I didn't have the the credit or whatever to get an apartment in San Diego, so he jokingly was like, "Hey man, you could live in Mexico," and I was like, "Huh?" He was like, yeah, people live in Mexico and work in San Diego all the time. And I was like, what? Mexico? I'm thinking I'm thinking a cartel. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm thinking all type of El Chapo. I'm like, damn. And everybody was telling me in the States was like, I'm gonna get my head cut off. They hate black people. You ain't gonna last a week. All this stuff, right? And then, I just did it, man. I really had no other choice. So I moved there. A lot of crazy stories happened there. Ended up being there for about 2 years, became a programmer, learned Spanish, learned met a good group of other brothers in Mexico. It was a blast, man. And then, that's pretty much it. So and then I saw your channel and you was talking about, traveling and stuff like that. So I was like, dang, other brothers is traveling. I was like, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. And you was talking about Colombia, and I had wanted to go to Colombia ever since Passport Heavy was talking about it back in 2016. And I was like, but now, now I speak Spanish now. Now I've lived in other countries, and Medellin is dope, man. I've been here, 2 weeks, man. We are just adventures and stories. I mean, it's just been crazy, man. It's been a blast. And I think the good thing too, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up after this. I think the good thing is that, like, when brothers are outside of America, it's like we kind of like stick to each other a little bit more. We kind of like looking out for each other way more. Like I speak Spanish. If I see a brother need help or something, I'll help him out. Get his thing going, and we go to a club or something. I'm looking out. So that's what I like about it too, the travel thing, man.
Okay. And how long did it take you to really get your Spanish down once you moved to Mexico?
Okay, so it took 6 months to where I could, have ask certain questions. It took 9 months to have like a relationship, to where I can communicate with another person, and it took about a year to where I felt like I could go to like any Spanish speaking country and be okay. And then after that, and then a lot of watching TV shows, listening to a lot of music, stuff like that helped a lot.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What was your did you hire a tutor or something like that, a Spanish tutor, or you just did it on your own?
No, I used that YouTube Spanish with Paul. I used
Spanish with Paul.
Yeah, I used Spanish with Paul. He helped a lot because I really don't like Duolingo. I'm not a fan of it because, like, check this out, right? Like, Duolingo will tell you how to say apple in Spanish, right? But what's more important, knowing how to say apple or knowing how to say where can I buy an apple?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So like that's how you that's the real what you really want to know. You want to know how to buy things, how to buy a house, how to talk to people, directions. That's what's really important, Oh, you said Wade became a programmer in Tijuana. Okay, so Facebook user. Can I answer that real quick, Aaron?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was I actually came out there to San Diego to be an electrician, and that didn't work out. So I ended up going to like a boot camp, like a coding boot camp. And that's where I got my start at. The boot camp was in San Diego, but I was in Mexico, and I would cross downtown almost like every day.
Mm-hmm. And how was you? Let's just say, how was you treated as a brother out there in Mexico? Because you went out there solo dolo, right?
Solo dolo, man. It was dope, man. I think I got photos, man. I can send you, bro. I mean, it was times where it was like I was the life of the party. I mean, they would help me out. They've helped me getting opportunities. They helped me get an apartment. And like I told you, bro, I was super broke when I went to Mexico. And I'm like, people tell you that they only want you for your money. I mean, but people are people regardless where you go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if they see you not causing any trouble and you just want to like live and be at peace, they're not gonna mess with you at all. I would say, man, they helped me out a lot. They helped me out. People in Mexico helped me out more than people in San Diego. That's what's so crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Because the guy who got me the job that I was at, he was we were in the same jiu-jitsu class and in Mexico, in Tijuana, and he put me on to the job. So I thought that was dope.
And what's like the price of living out there in Mexico for, like, let's just say a basic 1-bedroom in a nice neighborhood?
Okay, so the one I was in downtown, it was a great neighborhood. There was a lot of foreigners there. It was about $800 a month. But it came with they clean your room twice, like once a week. Had laundry and dryer, Wi-Fi, light, water, all that was included. And it was like secure, and they had like security and everything. And it was right downtown, so you could walk to the border if you was crossing. You could they had like taco stands everywhere. It was dope, and all the clubs was right there too, so it was amazing.
Okay. And did you feel because what we hear about Mexico, how the American media, they make it feel like it's a war zone out there.
Right.
I mean, how safe did you feel out there in Mexico?
I was extremely safe. As a matter of fact, there was times where I would be walking down the street by myself, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would see them jumping another Mexican. Like, they would move past me to go beat him up, and I was like, "Dang, I'm just walking. Like, okay, I bet." I just kept walking. So, they would walk past me, say, "Oh, what's up, bro?" Let me tell you another funny story. So there was a Halloween party, right? And I was Mace Windu, from Star Wars. more Mexicans.
Okay.
Yeah, more Mexicans knew who I was than people in America.
Mm-hmm.
They were showing mad love.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I try to tell people. That's why I can't get down on this, like, you know, Mexicans are racist. I'm like, I lived there. I mean, I would know, you know what I mean? Like, there would be no, I wouldn't have stayed there if I felt that way, you know? And this other notion too, Aaron, that like everybody in Mexico broke. No, that's not true at all. Like in my apartment complex, there was a surgeon. He was making like $400,000 a year. You know what I mean? Like at the office I had, not in Tijuana, but in Guadalajara, right across the street was a Ferrari dealership.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, it is what it is.
We gotta troll the chat. Let me get this guy out of here real quick, man. This guy's tripping. My big teeth 77. Get your ass up out of here,
hey.
He kept saying he be trolling me on other people's channels too. He keeps saying Medellin sucks. I don't know if he's been here or he's trying to dissuade brothers from coming out here. I'm not sure, but he's just saying some crazy stuff right now. So we ain't gonna worry about that. But to Colombia, to Medellin, Colombia. So you've been out here for 2 weeks, brother.
Mm-hmm. How
do you like it so far?
Man, I like it. I like it a lot, man. It's the weather's great. The people are cool. Mm-hmm. There's always something going on. I like the whole infrastructure, you know, like the Uber thing, everything, like the customer service, everything's dope, man. I love it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And to give it some type of comparison, I know it's hard to compare countries from Mexico to Colombia, but knowing what you know now, you've been out here for a couple of weeks. I know it's going to take you some time, but would you prefer to stay in Colombia or Mexico?
Oh, Colombia, definitely. Because I was in Mexico off, I told you my job and, you know, like the whole, you know, saving money thing. But now that we're in this, you know, working remote thing, if I had to choose, it'd be Colombia. But I do, Mexico does have a place in my heart, though. I do love Mexico. Mm-hmm. But for right now, Colombia.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the women, how do women look in comparison, Colombian women to Mexican women?
Oh, Colombian women, hands down. I mean, it's not even a competition. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's not even really a competition, bro. It's sad because Colombian chicks are in Mexico too, and it's the same thing. You know what I mean in Mexico. So it's like they just stand out.
Yeah, man. And it's funny, man, because we met like I think it was the first day. But I know in the first 2 days, man, we had a pretty good experience. You know, being out here.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, man. You know, in Spanish that goes a long way. You know, I'm about at that 50% level, but you've been helping me with my Spanish along as well. And you said something that was real relevant that really, you know, stuck to me. You were saying how brothers are moving out here together in Colombia. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I know there's a brother out here. You've interviewed him, Mr. Rob. He got a club out here. You know, brother, we go out there support anytime we can. You know, I see other brothers, you know, doing their little things, stuff like that. So I'm always here to support, man. And you know, it's interesting because it's like we have to stick together, you know. And it seems like I hate to say it, but sometimes like black people, we need that extra pressure on us for us to work together. Because if we don't, we're not gonna do it. But out here, it's like every brother I met, you know, we dap hands, like, yo, what's up, bro? You know, hey, a lot of whoop. I've been in that club. Hey, watch out for this, watch out for that. Okay, bet I'm, you know, it's just stuff like that, and it's just it's like a unit, you know, that we need to move as. So I do appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, because I know you was thinking like, because you were saying like, man, it's black owned too. I'm like, yeah, because we moved from a breakfast spot, Sweet Georgia Brown. Then we go over the raw spot, the lounge upstairs. Then you got brothers out here throwing parties, like my dude Pete. He's throwing a DJ Who Kid party. It's going to be huge out here this weekend. Brothers, if you met in Medellin, make sure you come to Gustos and check that out as well. So brothers are moving, man. And like I say, we give information, we help, we connect. I love seeing brothers out here in Colombia, man. It's a beautiful thing. And some people will try to travel shame because they really don't know exactly what's going on out here in these foreign countries because they haven't been. They don't have passports. Exactly. But when you see brothers out here making moves, you know, getting into business endeavors, real estate, getting government connections and stuff, and they're passing this information, you know, along to each other, and you do develop some type of expat family out here.
Right.
it's so different because you don't really see. I mean, we work together in the States, but this is. I was telling Flip Flop yesterday. I said it's a special thing that's going on when you got guys from New York, guys from Cali, guys from DC, guys from Texas, guys from Atlanta, all able to come together and get along well. Why do you think that is? Why do you think brothers get along better almost in foreign countries than they do back in America?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I think, in my opinion, I think because the way America is set up, right? Like it's a scarcity mindset in America. Like, you know, if you you from Atlanta, okay, perfect example, right? You know, you'll see like dudes sit in the club, right? Look, everybody looking at one chick, everybody, you know what I mean? But in here, it's like it's an abundance of women, right? I'm just saying that's one part of it, right? So there's not a lot of jealousy amongst men because we all getting money, we all doing our own thing, you know, we all stacking bread, we all got something going on. We know that if you got out here, we know that you must have some type of, you know what I mean, like intellect to fill out the paperwork and get out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you get here, we'll see if you're cool or not. But most of the time they are cool. And that's why I think that, and another, remember I was saying about the cars, you know, like just the hustle and bustle of America, it makes us out of our element. We can't, you know, interact with each other. We can't talk to each other. The only time we really can talk to each other at the job. And then, you know, you got the snitches on the job, you know, the haters at the club. And that's just not out here, you know, it's not a thing out here in Colombia or anywhere outside of America, really.
Yeah, man. And it's funny, man, because I would say that language definitely bonds you. That's one of the things, you know, because we all speak, of course, English.
Right.
But what you have to understand is, as men, we have something mental that automatically let us know that when we're in a new environment, you have to stick together almost, right? It's like a key DNA for survival. Like, okay, these guys are from where I'm from. They're from, even if you're not in the same state in the country, they're from a similar culture. And, you know, we naturally just want to look out for each other because you're not from there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
That night we went out, we went to Jenny Lyle's, we went to that late night spot. We went to like this Colombian club that was like you know, underground club with graffiti everywhere.
Right.
We probably was more likely the only Americans in there. So, you know, you had Colombian cats, you know, looking, trying to see what was going on. Because if you are in America and you in your hood, you in your neighborhood, and you see a couple of Russian cats coming to the club, you're going to be like, who are these guys? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wasn't like no bad energy or anything, but we recognized that, okay, we the only Americans in here. So I instantly clicked up with another American that was in there, you know, and we just kind of just got together like, okay, let's look out for each other. And that's the beautiful thing about being overseas. You automatically going to link up with other brothers from your culture because of just the protection aspect of it, bro. You know?
Exactly. It's like immigrant power.
Immigrant power, bro. It's the same thing they do when they come to America, right?
Exactly.
Like Nigerians, they don't deal with us at all in America. They do them with them. They own. The Jamaicans do them, you know, the Asians do them. It's the same thing in America. So it's that bond. It's a different type of bond because it's just like when Rob told me up in the lounge, he was like, man, you home now, man. Medellin is home. That stuck with me. I'm like, man, you're right, bro. You know, so he said that. I was feeling like, okay, yeah, this is kind of like home. And Colombia, man, Medellin is one of the hardest cities. I tell people all the time, most cats come to Medellin and they're going to extend their stay. I know I extended my stay. I've had cats quit their jobs, you know, and just focus on getting their money online and move out here, you know, live out here, everything, man, because Medellin is hard to let go. Not only because the constant, you know, eternal spring, 75 degrees every day. You know, some guy was trolling in the chat talking about Medellin got bad weather. You're like, what? This is the city of eternal spring. It's 75 degrees every day here. And that has a lot to do with your attitude, right? Because when you're in the States, it's 10 below, 0, you know, snow hitting you every day. People got attitudes, stuff like that. Here, because the weather is always so good, you know, people generally are in a good mood for the most part. You know, have you experienced that as well? As you've been here, you seen the difference in how the people treat you?
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah, it's a lot easier to talk to people, ask for help than it would be in the States. You know, if your brothers want to, you know, help your Spanish out, you know, I've noticed Colombians do help you with your Spanish. You know, they'll take the time. Most Spanish speakers do, but at least when you're outside the country, You got a lot more practice. And what you said about that's what you just. Oh man, like I just lost it, man. Dang.
Mm-hmm. It's all good, bro. Let me cover these super chats real quick. Um, Shout out to my brother Ash L for the $2 super chat. He says, going to be there in May. BMT, hope we can meet up. Man, most definitely, brother. Hit me on the email, blackmantravels@gmail.com. Let me know when you're coming. Let me know your dates. Let me know if you need any help trying to find a spot. Just hit me up, man, and we'll make it happen, bro. You know, I link up with brothers all the time out here, man. We have a good time.
I just remember, yeah. So like you said about the people treating you better and the weather too, right? Like you feel more inclined to work out here, you know?
Yeah, everybody's in shape. But you know what? I would say this. We were talking about this. Remember, it was like you're gonna lose weight regardless when you come out here because you're gonna walk everywhere.
Exactly. And you know what, Aaron, that's an excellent point because that's another thing about when you leave the country, you're outside of your element. You know, you're in an uncomfortable position. You know, you have to grow. You can't be stagnant out here. You can't not be getting money out here. You can't not be knowing the language out here. You can't be on some wild, kind of froze on.
Yeah, you broke out a little bit.
Oh dang, am I good?
No, yeah, you good now.
Okay, yeah, that's all I'm saying. You can't be slipping out here, so you got to be on your P's and Q's. So that forces you to level up.
Yeah, man. Most definitely.
There's no check there's no welfare office you can just drop down to or get Section 8. If you want to be out here, but you gotta work.
You gotta work, bro. You know, and the good thing about it is, man, this is an entrepreneur's dream out here in Medellin Colombia, bro.
Yes, sir.
Your money goes further, and to be honest with you, they're willing to work with Americans because they know Americans around the world, believe it or not, whether you black or white American, we have a good track record of paying our bills. Okay, that's what I've been hearing all the time. Like they will rent to you super fast. They're gonna charge you a little extra because you're American. But a lot of these guys, in their heads, they're like, okay, Americans have their business. That's what we're known for. We're known for being the top dog of capitalism around the world, bro. So when you're a black American, that holds a lot of weight. Not only because our culture is mass marketed around the world, but just that prestige of being a black American, bro. It's still, no matter what we go through the States, the prestige of being a black American is still there. So when you walk up in there, you start having a business, whether you have a translator or whether you speak fluent Spanish, a lot of them will lend you their ear to see what you're talking about. Okay, because they know, Americans are known for having money. We right behind Britain in our exchange rate, right behind Great Britain or something. So our money goes a long way.
Right.
But let me hit this super chat, man. We'll get back to flowing. Kaneem Graves says, shout out for you for $10 super chat, brother. He says, new to the channel, love your content. Keep up the good work. I really appreciate that, brother. We got another super chat here. Let me find it real quick, fellas. Wow, we deep in here today. You come in the room, make sure you hit that like button, brothers. We got Charles Keys Sr. says, with the $5 super chat, appreciate that, brother. He says, guys that live overseas need to set up Airbnbs for others. Pay your brother. Oh, yeah, most definitely. We are working on that right now because we get emails all the time. I get messages in the group, hey, bro, where to stay at, because especially in Medellin, really specifically in Cartagena, you want a guest-friendly spot, right? Whether you're doing what you do, or whether you're talking to a girl out here, you definitely want a guest-friendly space. And on top of that, man, you want what I call Americanized apartments, because I've been in some sticky Airbnb situations where the pictures look good, but when you pull up, it's nothing what you thought it was in the pictures. They can finesse their pictures real well. I remember I had one spot. Matter of fact, my first spot when I first got to Medellin to stay long term, I was looking for an apartment. And the pictures looked great online, man, but nothing worked in the apartment. The toilet had a funny smell. They had mold on the walls, bugs. There were no, it was bad ventilation. So when you went in there, you was always coughing. So you definitely want what I call an Americanized or Europeanized apartment where it's certain things that you're just going to be used to, okay? Like good ventilation, no mold on the walls. My apartment now, this is my permanent apartment out here. We're going to have a series called Apartment Hunt in Medellin, so we can show you guys, the apartments out here. Now, there are some very, very fly apartments out here, very fly apartments. But some of their building standards is a little different, bro. Like you get in some of these bathrooms, and you be sitting like this in the bathroom. So, and some of these Airbnb hosts will mislead you as well. They'll tell you that, oh yeah, my spot is, you can have guests, but then you get there, you can't have guests. So we're working on that, brothers. Trust me, we're working on that. We're working on that here in Medellin and Cartagena as well as the Dominican Republic. Let me get to the next super chat real quick, brothers. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Fitzroy George for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that, brother. I love to see brothers thriving and living, cooking, and moving overseas. The movement is growing. Big ups to the channel. Yeah, appreciate that, brother. Fitzroy George. Let me get his other super chat, and we can get back to flowing, brother.
Bet.
Marquise Monroe with the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate that, bro. He says, yo, BMT, I leave Monday. Is it 72 or 96 hours? It's 96 hours, brother. It's 96 hours. If you're talking about a PCR test, it's 96 hours. We got another $5 super chat in the building. Nate in your state, I appreciate that $5 super chat, brother. To the people here, if your bank got hit with that stimmy, you know what I mean. Get your passports and book those flights. Don't spend it on crap. Yeah, that stimulus package is here, bro. Everybody should be able to get their passports. For some reason, most brothers still don't have their passports, man. And we had a good conversation yesterday. Like, it's almost hard to even have a conversation with a brother that hasn't traveled or never been anywhere, right? When we talk about that,
right.
It's like, what do we talk about? Like, because we don't concern ourselves too much with American news out here. Like, I be telling you some things that happen in America. You be like, for real? I didn't even know. And you tell me some stuff, and I be like, man, because we live in
we're in another world.
Like that. Yeah, we're in a whole other world, bro. So it's crazy, man.
No, that's facts. And what he said, man, like about the stimmy, I'm gonna tell you, brother, something, man. Like, I believe in brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have it all figured out when I went to Mexico. I did not. Trust me. If you looked at the situation on paper, it was the worst decision you could have made, right? But I did it and ended up being the best decision. So if you got the stimulus check and this is something you've been wanting to do, I mean, just try it, bro, because once you come out here and you really like it, you might, like you said, Aaron, might be like, you know what, bro, let me get on this YouTube, let me start selling something, and you'll figure it out as you go. And I'm going to say this one thing too. This is very important. I think my philosophy is we should move not accordingly, we should move corporately as Black men, right? Because essentially we are our own entities, we're our own businesses. Because you said something to me the other day when you was talking about about sales, right? And it ties into the Kanye West thing too. You want to kind of
we're gonna dive into Kanye West, of course. Yeah,
Black men, we are good at selling. So, you know what I'm saying? And like selling to other people that aren't just Black. And that's the thing. Exactly. If we move corporately, like Ford moved their plants to Mexico, was it Apple moved their banks to Ireland so they get a better interest rate? Amazon moved something to, I forgot which country, I can't think of the top of my head, but these big companies are moving to other, to other locations, and we need to do the same way. We might not be these big corporations, but we are corporations. We are we can be multinational corporations, and we are the product. We are an American product. We can't be replicated. You can't. It's impossible. So if we're a product of America, we need to export it and get money off of it. Because America, I mean, like you said with Kanye, he a billionaire now, and we already know who buying Yeezys. I can tell you that walking around in San Diego, I can tell you right now who is buying Yeezys by the boatload. Asians and white boys. They are clearing Stack Exchange off and on YouTube with Yeezys all day long. So I'm telling you, brothers, like, you don't have to, be in just America or your hood, man. Move to another location. You can move to. I heard about this dude, this white boy in Canada. He was a rapper. He was garbage in Canada. He learned Mandarin and became like the #1 Chinese Mandarin rapper in China.
You serious?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Stephon Marbury the same way. He got a statue. Shoes selling out in China. So it's like, why limit yourself, brothers? You don't have to. And these big, like I said, these corporations not limiting themselves. Microsoft ain't limited nothing. They global out this world. That's what I wanted to say, man.
Yeah, man. Changing your locale would definitely change your life. I had posted the article from people. Actually, it was pretty much a reputable source, and it's been going around with different websites and news outlets that Kanye West is pretty much a multi-billionaire. I'm not gonna say exactly how much because it does seem like a lot, but he's up there right now, and brother's not believing it. And me and you was looking in the group, and we can understand, like, okay, our son brother trying to hate or assault. We understand that you might not like this guy's character or his views with Trump and all that, but to take a black man, a young brother like that, who came from a very average situation at best, right? For that man to totally maximize his talents in the music industry, in fashion, and become a multi-billionaire, to become, whether it's 6 billion, 5 billion, 3 billion, the richest black man in the United States is a testament to you, brothers. Okay, not only him, but that just goes to show you how powerful you can be. Okay, when you maximize your talents. Every person in general, in my opinion, has a talent. But a lot of times we get caught up in the world. We want to just pay our bills, get comfortable with these 9-to-5s, which I told you, that's your danger zone. You're comfortable with your job, that's the danger zone, because it's something that you're good at exceptionally well, naturally, than other people. And you got to find it and maximize it. So when we look at the comments, we trying to figure out, like, okay, our brothers envious? Are they jealous? Like, what's going on? This is a black man here, who's the richest black man in the United States, off of maximizing his talents. And one thing I'm going to say, Kanye is not a billionaire off of music.
Nope.
Kanye is not a billionaire. Kanye's net worth off of music is $122 million. Kanye is a billionaire off of fashion and sales. The deal he made with these corporations like Adidas and other corporations, not understanding sales. And I tell people all the time, brothers, we can change their lives with just sales. I know you like stocks. I love crypto as well. But sales cannot be argued with, brothers. They're making them Yeezys, so I'm assuming maybe $30, $40.
Right.
What's the retail price for the Yeezys, bro?
Retail is about 300, but resale is like 750, 1,000. And to get that initial one retail, you got to have like all these bots. You got all these program bots to buy it on time and everything. So there's money into that. So this is a very booming. He's pretty essentially like his own economy. And I want to tell the brothers, look, like you said, you don't have to like Kanye for his politics. Say he got in mental issues, whatever, right? But what we have to commend is that this man has been canceled, right? And his money's still going up. So as a black man, like, because anybody in the chat, we already know the minute you say something most people don't like, they quick to cancel us, right? So I would say we should look to Kanye like, man, how did this brother get to the point to where he uncancelable? Because his money we still talking about him. Money still going up. That's inspiring to me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, man. We were talking about how young black men pretty much drive fashion, bro. They're trying to see what that 17-year-old black kid in the hood is wearing, and they're gonna find out, and they're gonna mass market it everywhere. When you go in these flea markets in Atlanta, right, and these Asians got like the brand new shoes, the brand new jeans, and they got the right cut to them, the right shirt. How do they know this? Right? They follow us, bro. They follow our music. They follow our culture. We drive it. We the salt of the earth. Black men, we drive all of this, bro. And Kanye was intelligent enough to realize this and say, wait a minute, we don't want driving all this culture and all this fashion around the world. People want to see what we're wearing. Can you give me the equivalent of a white guy selling like Michael Jordan shoes? I'm sure dress shoes, stuff like that, Steve, Madden and all that. I get that. But I'm just saying, as far as just youthful fashion, it's pretty much being driven by young black males, bro. And Kanye was intelligent enough to go to these corporations and say, hey, this is what we're going to work with. He signed the right paperwork. He got the legalities right. He didn't get screwed. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, I still remember when Nintendo, right? I think it was on Vlad TV, and Mike Tyson said it was the worst deal he ever signed in his life. I think he got $50,000 or $100,000 for the
knockout game. Yeah, I remember.
The knockout game, bro. And that shit sold like 100 million copies. Something crazy number. Like, he almost made $1 billion. This is like in the early 90s. He almost made $1 billion. And they paid that man $50,000. See, Kanye, call him crazy, but he's intelligent enough to get the right deal and say, nah, you're going to pay me this or there's no deal. So you got to respect that man business mind for that. Let me get your super chats real quick. We got Bitcoin Bobby with the $5 super chat in the building. Bitcoin Bobby, you got to come back on the show, brother. Hey, that
Bitcoin
crypto
Bobby
is doing numbers.
Bitcoin Bobby, we gotta get a stream, bro.
Oh yeah, we gotta get that thing popping, man. You been giving me on that cryptos too, brother. He says, salute to you, brothers, ambassadors for the space. Let's keep the network strong and grow positively. Shout out to Bitcoin Bobby in the building. We got Neil Stewart with a $20 super chat. He says, can you confirm the emails blackmentravels@gmail? Successful brothers in here. We support the platform and change the narrative. Myers, I'll hit you on Facebook. Okay, yeah, it is blackmentravels@gmail.com, bro. Yeah, just email me or you can message me on Facebook as well. All right. We still got that troll in here. He's saying, okay, bro, I don't know. We ain't going to address that troll, but he's saying, he's creating another channel. Oh, my goodness. Let me bite this cat again, bro. This is funny as hell right here. Hold on. Let me get rid of this for you. All the little girls walking the same thing. I ain't even put that up. All right, but we're going to get back to phone. Let me block this guy real quick.
It's all good. Gotta do that house cleaning. Gotta get them roaches out.
Oh, for sure. Oh, man, we got another $5 super chat. Nate in your state. For real, after I came back from Cartagena, I liked it a lot that I'm planning on going back next month. First stop is probably Cali or Cartagena again. Man, we got to go to Cali, bro. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Cali.
Me too, bro. I've been hearing.
Yeah. Shout out to D. D, she's been on the channel before. She's a Spanish teacher and she's also a tour guide. So when we go to Cali, we're going to do a video, man, and D's going to take care of us.
Yeah.
He's going to take care of us out there. Shout out to Bitcoin Bobby again with $2 super chat. Nike has Jordan and LeBron, but they missed the boat on Kanye. They didn't see his vision and potential. Ye wanted more creative control and ownership / royalties, and Nike didn't want to budge. You know why? Because Nike knew how much money is involved.
Yep.
He knew the money, and Kanye stuck to his guns. And the sad part is they've lost so much money behind not doing that deal with Kanye West. They're probably just, looking stupid right now. They spinning in circles like, damn, he really did it. He really did it.
And didn't even touch a basketball.
Didn't even touch a basketball, bro. Didn't even touch a basketball. Did it with his straight creativity. Like I say, man, you might not like his moves, his little politics, but for that man to come from where he came from Rockefeller, from doing shows, from making beats. I mean, I read a story with Kanye where he couldn't pay his rent. And he went to the Rockefeller concert, I think, and they recommended Rockefeller. That's when they gave him the Rockefeller chain, Dan Dash with the chain around. That brother couldn't even pay his rent. Some of you brothers looking at this chat might have a hard time paying your bills right now. You probably can't figure it out, because you're working a 9 to 5 or whatnot. You're trying to figure out, like, how I'm going to make this happen. But that man went from there, not being able to pay his rent, right, in a one-bedroom apartment in Chicago, to being a multi-billionaire. You got to respect that.
You got to.
You got to respect that.
You got to, man.
He stuck to his guns, man. He kept with it because a lot of guys, man, when the bills, the lights get turned off, a lot of brothers gonna quit, But,
and out of all the backstabbing that happened, you know what I mean? They they stealing his stuff and Jay-Z it was pretty much biting, using Kanye's, ascension to stardom. He was jumping on the wave, trying to get on that. Mm-hmm. And you just look, and that's the whole thing. It's like Kanye is like a lot of black, like you said, a lot of black men's story. I mean, you see the struggle. He never crossed anybody, never. He just did him, and that's how we all need to be moving. It's enough money out there for everybody. We don't have to stab each other in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to. Now, imagine if Jay-Z could have put his pride to the side and actually worked with Kanye. They probably would have been, like higher than they both are right now together. But that is what it is.
Because you got to understand, man, what Kanye brought to Adidas and I guess the other company that he's working with. If he's made that type of money, just imagine the money that he made them.
Facts.
And the money he could have made another brother, really. Like you say, Jay-Z or Dame Dash. He probably could have made that money for them. But
facts.
Like we say, man, I think we're getting better. Like I said, we both have much faith in black men. We're growing. I think we're building our trust together. I believe, in my personal opinion, going overseas helps you out, your growth tremendously, bro, as a Black man, especially if you go by yourself. You know, it's one thing to grow with a group of guys. When you're with a group of guys, man, it's different. You're going to be having fun. You're going to start drinking. You're going to want some girls. You know how it goes. But when you're traveling by yourself and you kind of trying to navigate, it's like a surreal feeling because you're really in survival mode. You got to really be paying attention. And you tend to soak up everything more when you're by yourself. You know?
Yeah, and you're and when you're in an uncomfortable position, you know, I did jujitsu, right? When you in that chokehold, you know, you have to think. You know what I mean? You gotta you gotta think it like you can only go off your instincts, and then the more you use your instincts, the sharper you get. It's the same like out here. Anytime you travel, you get sharper instincts. You're not complacent. You working out. You don't want to be fat out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, you don't want to blow all your money. So you're more conscious of what the money you have because you out here by yourself. You know, so you just become, like you said, you become a stronger person in general by traveling.
It's most definitely. Shout out to Neil Stewart again for the 5 super chat. Sorry I missed that super chat, brother. He says 50 Cent. Quotations power, Black Panther. Back in the day, WB Network built on Black sitcoms. Didn't we have a discussion? We talked about that, right?
Yeah. Neil Stewart is 100% right. Yeah, Warner Brothers, they had, Proud Family, Disney, Proud Family, Smart Guy, Cosby Show.
The Wayans
Brothers, good one, yep. Living Color, that was Fox, right, I think.
That was Fox, yeah.
That was Fox, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, we see it right in front of us, man. So it's like, we see that we can do it. And we're not all rappers, you don't have to be a rapper. That's why we talk about traveling. Like you can I'm a programmer, right? So bringing my thing here is, what I'm saying, and you have this channel, you got other things going on. We save more money here. We can use our money to hire other people to do things, outsource, invest in crypto, invest in whatever you want to. But like you said, but sales, 100% sales and business, that's where the money's at. And here is the best place to do it because your cost of living is lower, cost of labor is lower, cost of food is lower, cost of housing. So you really can have, like I said, a multinational corporation in Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, and be winning as a Black man, and nobody in America can touch your money because you selling to Mexicans, you selling to Colombians, you selling to Japanese people. They can't. They can't cancel you.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Shout out to Neil Stewart once again for the $2 super chat. You made some very good points, bro. Some very solid points. Out here, you definitely gotta be on your entrepreneur game. That's what matters out here the most in Colombia is getting your entrepreneurship on.
And like, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing. It's like, why wouldn't you? Because I remember, Pastor, he had said this too, man. He was like, a lot of us I know they bring up that stat a lot. The average salary of Black men is what, 42,000, right? Okay. Let's use that number, right? Okay, 42,000. We can live, okay. 42,000 in Colombia, 42,000 in Mexico, 42,000 in Brazil, 42,000 in all these other different lower cost of living countries. You're going far, bro. And another thing too, when you got your own, I'm glad you said that too about the business. If you're making $300 an hour, you don't need to work 40 hours a week. You see what I'm saying? So now you have a whole different. You're in an actual entrepreneur mind state now because you're not off hours. You want every hour to be valuable. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to just be working hours just to work hours, like some drone. And that's how you get stuck.
And it's funny, man, you say that because when you meet a lot of Colombians, a lot of them have been to the States, and a lot of them say the same thing. They say, man, you got to work too much in America. There's no time for family. There's no time for fun.
Yep.
He's like, America is cool if you want to make some money, but I'd rather live in Colombia. So the whole notion of, they just try to be nice to you to come back to America or to befriend you, especially with the women. They just want to come to America. There's a lot of Colombian women who don't want to have nothing to do with America, believe it or not. Facts. Facts.
Don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it.
Don't even think about coming to America. That's these American xenophobic race. Because we really got to start calling that out. I've been noticing a lot of these guys. I'm not gonna say any names, but I sense a lot of xenophobia. Like they feel like America is better and y'all need to go back to y'all countries and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, like, why would you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want nobody saying that about you. So why would you say that about other people? And then you think about it, like anybody who thinks like that, they're not really getting money like that. Because if you trying to turn away dollars, you ain't making money, in my opinion. Like that's dumb. You see all these people coming through, they got money. Why would you not sell to them? And the Spanish is going to be the #1 language in America in 30 years. So I don't understand why we acting like this thing isn't coming. So you might as well go ahead and get your foothold in their culture. And like I was saying, export and import, you know, that's how we get money. That's how we gonna get money. That's how we get money.
Sales, man. Shout out to Neil Stewart again for the 5 super chat. He says, very few Pookies have the ability to travel. This is why travel is better to build. He has a very good point. I mean, he does have a good point. You know, it's funny, man, because most brothers I run into, you know, some of them might recognize it, some of them might not. But we have a good conversation, right? Like a good conversation. I tell them any information that they want, I tell them. But you do have some brothers out here, and I've seen them, that kind of still have that, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still. I'm seeing like, bro, we're not in America. Calm down, tranquilo, bro. Nobody trying to get you. Nobody trying to jump you or harm you. We don't fight over women here. You know, nobody trying to. So sometimes it takes more for others to be able to break away from that plantation mentality. But some guys got it so deep entrenched that it's just there, bro. And they be with the same effery here that they do back in the States, unfortunately. They bring it here.
And I'm glad you brought that up. And I had that same issue in Mexico, right? And what I call them, they're just weekend warriors. You know what I mean? They just come here, you know, they want to flex, they want to act like, and it's like, it is what it is, you know, they're not going to be here long, so they really don't care, you know what I'm saying? But if you're here for a minute, you know you got to have a certain type of reputation. You know what I mean? You know, you can't just be out here trying to fight every dude you see, mean mugging, because you're just like, bro, come on. You ain't doing it, you know. But anyway, I wanted to drop this game real quick. It was a book I read. It was called The 4-Hour Work Week. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, you know, I rock with your platform. I rock with the people in the chat. So I'm gonna drop this on y'all real quick. So he says that in the book, right? He says that the actual definition of entrepreneur is taking resources from a lower yield, like a rate of return, and putting it somewhere where you get a higher rate of return. So he was saying if you make dollars and you move to a country and use those dollars in a lower cost of living country, you're an entrepreneur off rip. And that's how, you know, you're living as an entrepreneur. You living better, you living good. You not on a 40-hour work week. You got a better network, you got a better mind state, better health, better all that, right? So it's you see what I'm saying? So what I want to tell brothers is that, you know, we dream of that, you know, we all do it, man. We all done dreamed about being, you know, in the NBA before, being a rapper. We done all dreamed it, right? We have, right? So what I want to tell you is that, you know, you can have, you know, that type of dream by just being an entrepreneur and moving to another country, being a businessman in another country, because you don't have to be looking at all the, oh, this person make 88 billion, 100 billion, bro. You can be good, shit, 50,000, 100,000, and you can build from there.
Oh, man, if you make 50,000 here, you're rich.
You balling out, you balling. You balling out of control.
Bro. Yeah. You can survive off 1,000 a month here, really, to survive. But if you're making like $3,000-4,000 a month, you good, bro. You have no issues.
Hannibal, the book was 4-hour work week by Tim Ferriss. Hannibal.
Shout out to Grego712 for the $4.99 super chat. He says, good content, use it at the spot. I'm assuming he's talking about Vibes Night Lounge. I appreciate that, brother. When Greg come out here, man, we have a good time, man. Greg go in. We have a good time out here with Greg, brother.
Yes.
So, yeah, man, nothing but valid points. Great points, brother. Great points. Like I said, we chop it up all the time. You've been out here for about 2 weeks. I know you already got some stories to tell. Hey, tell the guys about, because a lot of guys want to know, where are the Afro-Latinas at? Tell the guys where the Afro-Latinas at in Medellin, Colombia.
Oh, Cali, right? Most of them Cali.
Cali, but what's the other place we went to?
Where did we go? That was downtown?
Downtown, yeah.
Yeah, downtown, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I love Afro Latinos, man. It's just, and they love us. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, I mean.
So the spot is called Jenny Lyles, fellas. You probably forgot the spot name.
Oh, I did. Jenny Lyles. Oh, right around the corner from me. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah.
Jenny Lyles. Jenny Lyles, fellas. That's like the Afro Latina spot. They do a lot of salsa. You're gonna see a lot of sisters up in there.
And a lot, bro. I thought
it's a weird setup, though, right? It's a little weird. You walk in, you like, what is this? A bunch of couches in the middle of a dance floor. But you know, it's dope at the same time.
We were we were so many black people. I thought we was in Atlanta for a minute.
Right.
I'm like, dang.
It threw me off because I'm sitting here talking English because you look like a sister from Atlanta. I'm like, oh damn, where my Spanish at? You know? Because when you go downtown, there will speak no English. But Blotto, you're gonna run to some Colombians that speak a little English here. Because that's a tourist area.
Right.
But downtown, La Setenta, 70, there's no tourists really out there. That which makes it so much doper. That
exactly
you're American out there, and I'm telling you guys, man, do not step on the Afro Latinos, man. Tell them about them, bro.
Hey, bro, I ain't telling no more, bro. I gave them too many secrets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling no more. If they don't want to hear, they don't want to hear it. It's all good. We straight.
Yeah, man. Denise, I'm in Medellin, Colombia right now. I live in Medellin, Colombia. So, you know, hey, Charles Jones said he'd rather have Beckers. Hey, man, that's a cool thing about, you know, being a man. Do you, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Do you, big dog?
Yeah,
man. Hey, I ain't got no shade toward another. Hey, like what you like, brother.
Like what you like, man. But them Afro Latinos.
I'm gonna tell you something, Charles. I mean, they got them all colors out here, from the whitest of the white to the darkest of the dark. So I mean, if you like anything, Colombia is still the best place to go.
And man, you know what's the beautiful thing that I love about South America in general, Brazil and Colombia? It's nothing like seeing a sister with her natural hair, bro.
Yeah, man, for real.
Like just the little curly fros, man. We just be going crazy out here. Like,
we do.
Look at that one. Look at that one.
Boy, be ready to fight out.
Yeah, man. Jack King said, I need all flavors. Hey, that's why we in South America, man. I told you that too, right?
Yeah, all the flavors. Yeah, for real.
All the flavors, man. So, yeah, if you guys want to go, like, you want something a little different, man, you don't want to be in around a touristy spot, especially if you got your Spanish together a little bit, I would just go to Jenny Lyles in La Setenta, which is 70 in Spanish. It's a couple of clubs, like a little strip full of clubs and bars. Citizen Lou lives around there, actually. And it's just dope. It's just a dope atmosphere, man. It's just beautiful. And just to see other black people that, you know, black Colombians, just to be around them, you feel almost comfortable, you know. Did you feel comfortable in the club, Jenny Lyles?
The first time we went, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I remember it was a little, it was cool. Everybody there was tight. You know, I was dancing salsa with that one chick and their little friend group, but that was cool. Yeah, I already know if we would have went on like a Saturday or something, we would have been really popping. I saw the videos. They went after we left. It was still tight. So man. Yeah, I think I just want to tell, bro. I just think that, you know, just don't let, you know what I mean, you got all these travel shaming.
Oh, these naysayers and travel shamers. Yeah.
It's so corny, because I was telling you earlier, bro. If I, knowing what I know now, right? Knowing exactly what I know now, if I had got, let's say America told me I had to go back to America, I could never leave again, I would be making videos like this too. I would be mad. I would be hating. I would be just so upset. I would be on your channel trolling. I'm like, oh y'all, I hate all y'all black men. All y'all doing this traveling, y'all lame. I would be on the keyboards too. I would be upset, bro. I'm telling you. I would feel powerless. I would feel like I had nothing else to do but get on here, just talk, you know what I mean? Just hate online all day, but
talk reckless.
Yeah, but I see the hate, you know what I'm saying? I just turn the phone off and go outside. I'm like, wow, look how dope it is. look at my crypto stacking up. Go outside. I'm like, wow, what a great time. What look how lit life is. I'm not in the hood. I'm not in the land of black male death. I'm not in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting shot at. I'm not had to worry about child support. I don't have to worry about somebody hating on me on the job. You know, they trying to get me fired. I don't have to worry about my car note. I don't have to worry about insurance or somewhere my car at. I don't have to worry about crazy bills. I don't have to worry about debt. You know, paying all my debt. It's just like you said, like we said earlier, we're in another world.
Another world, man. And the women truly are just the icing on the cake. It's a nice icing. It's the best icing in the world, but it's just icing on the cake.
It's icing on the cake. You're right about that.
I still remember that night we had went out, and next morning he was just like, you had a smile on your face. He was just like, man, is this what going on out here? And I was like, yeah. It was like you was in awe, you know what I'm saying? And I love that. I love giving the brother that feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know we deserve it. We work hard, bro. We make sacrifices. And truth be told, nobody's cheering for us but us.
Nobody,
That's
bro.
why I say, man, if a black man do something good, man, pat him on the back, bro. Don't try to be hating and envious. Black man do something exceptionally well. Just say, hey, that's a W for the culture. Don't get worried about, what he does in his personal life or what his feelings, his politics was. No, that brother made a goal. He accomplished his goal, and he's successful. And he had no help. More than likely, he had no help. So, yeah, man, I love to see brothers come to me and say, hey, brother, I got my passport because of you. Or, hey, brother, I'm out here because of you. I love watch your videos, and that motivated me to come to Medellin. And I say, what you think about it so far? He said, man, everything you're saying was true. It was real, bro. I'm loving life. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying myself. I'm at peace with myself. And thank you. You feel me? That to me is more payment than anybody can ever give me. That means more to me than dollars, bro. Because I help this channel, this platform, assisting in somebody make their decision to change their life for the better. And for the guys that are travel shaming or feel like we're running away from the problem, whatever they feel, who cares?
Who cares?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. We not just making this stuff up, bro. You come out here, man, you're going to change for the better, bro. You're going to grow. You're going to grow, bro. Let me get you some of these super chats real quick. Follow our super chat from Neil Stewart again. Thank you, brother. He says, the 4-hour work week is the startup company Bible. Read it twice. Highly recommend.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, Neil's smart dude, man. Yeah, he know a lot.
We got Nate in your state with a 5-hour super chat again. I agree on what you guys say on traveling. I feel like it solidifies you as a man in charge, like going out to somewhere unknown and figuring things out. That is a perfect statement, brother. I really appreciate that, Nate, in your state. Great statement. The reason behind that is because when you get out your comfort zone as a man, because remember, man, in most animal kingdoms, right, the males are always have to lead the pride, right, to prevent inbreeding or prevent, warring with family members. You got to lead the pride. Lions got to lead the pride and make a stake on their own. It's the same thing when you're a man, bro. When I talk to guys who've never left Atlanta, right, they call me. I can't even have a 5-minute conversation with them, bro.
Exactly.
Man, you see what Jeezy said about Gucci Man? You see that? I don't really listen to rap music like that. But, okay. Man, what you doing, man? Where you at, bro? Man, I'm in Colombia. Colombia? What you doing out there, bro? You buying some bricks or something?
Oh, yeah, it's all,
bro, I'm going to call you back. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, man, you elevate yourself astronomically in a very short period of time. And then the accomplishment you have when you've traveled, right, and everything went well, you made it happen, you connected with other brothers. Man, I got brothers that I know for a fact are going to be lifetime associates, lifetime friends. And I met them here in Medellin, Colombia. When I'm in the States, bro, I networked up a little bit because I'm in the film industry, but it's not the same thing, man. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's like, okay, I got this going on. I got my hustle going on. And we can chop it up. We can get drunk. We can chill. But that's it. We ain't going to make no money together. We ain't going to break no bread together, which means there ain't going to be no progress together. So there's no point in you even hanging with people like that. And I think a lot of times we're so comfortable with being around our family members, being around our friends we went to high school with. We talked about that as well, about being locked into people you grew up with. Bro, listen, I really don't talk to nobody from high school. Maybe one person or something like that. But everybody that you was friends with is not supposed to be a lifetime journey. You feel me? Like they're not meant to be on that lifetime with you. You got a lot of guys that you grew up with who are just gonna stay stagnant. We all got that guy in high school, right? That was popular in high school, who is still stuck on high school. You feel me? Still talking about what he did in high school. Yeah, man. I was messing with all the girls back in high school and college, bro. Still wearing FUBU, stuff like that. Caught up in the 90s still. You feel me? Not progressing in life. Bro, it's 2021. Things change. Listen, I was in the era in Atlanta when it was Black Hollywood, when there was women all over the place, early 2000s. Atlanta was the place to be. It's not like that anymore. All right? You got to adjust your life. You got to say, okay, this here isn't working. And I told you another thing. I said, man, if you in a city or a location where you're not, I'm going to say sexually active, right? You're not dating, you're not being out there, you're not really, that's not for Black men, bro. We was created in DNA bonded to repopulate the world, to recreate yourself, basically. So don't be sit up in one of these little small towns and be miserable, man. If you not sexually active, you need to move on, because when Black men aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, man, we get frustrated, we get violent. Okay, that's another thing we ain't gonna talk about. Brothers getting violent when they ain't had no love in a while. You feel me?
Yep.
You need that, brother. You need that. You need the company of a woman sometimes. We got this mentality where we hustle, you gotta get money, damn all the women. I get that too, but physically, most of you are gonna need a woman sometimes. You feel me? And because of that, you think better. Your head is a little clearer because you don't have to focus on that so much. The problem with America, especially specifically with Black men, is we have to take so much focus on obtaining the relationship of a woman, bro, instead of obtaining what's on the horizon for us. See, that was like a very good strategic move that the Democratic Society did on Black men. Hey, this is your path, so this is what you're supposed to achieve. All you want in life is a wife, 2.3 kids, and a house. That's it. And a 9-to-5. That's all you want. That's all you need, right? That's what makes you happy. And we're seeing that a lot of brothers are not getting married. A lot of brothers are not having children, all right? And a lot of brothers are stuck on that in that economic chain, So when you travel the world, man, you get them passports, suddenly your mind starts flowing because you're not focused on women as much. Remember, the women are just the icing on the cake out here.
Yeah, Aaron. And you know what's something powerful too? Labor can't cross the border, but capital can. You get what I'm saying? So like when you thinking that, when you got that mindset, now we really living to our fullest potential. We're not supposed to be slaving, working 80-hour, 100-hour weeks, hating life, driving in traffic, about to die, heart attack, stroke, all the other stuff. What's up, Cortez? All the other stuff, man. I just can't. I've tried to reach out to other brothers who shame the travel stuff, and I've heard their arguments, but it's like there's no way you can say you're for the betterment and empowerment of men and you tell people not to travel, or you shame men for traveling. There's no way that you can do that. You can look in the mirror and say that I'm for Black men and I'm telling them not to travel. Because in there was this book, it's called King, Magician, Warrior, and Lover, right? And it just talks about in the book, it's like 4 archetypes of man. And it talks about how every man has to have a point to, like you said, he leaves the pride, how the lions leave the pride. They have to have like a moment to where they have to stand on their own. And when you travel, you do that. And it's just that's why I know we're on the right side of history here. I know that it's kind of new, I guess. It's starting to gain traction. And in 10 years from now, man, I mean, we don't know where this thing gonna go, like we're just opening the genie's bottle right now,
Exactly, man. Shout out to Tampa Twan with $10 super chat, man. Appreciate that, Tampa Twan. Tampa Twan was the first guy that showed me around the Dominican Republic, man, for the platter. I really appreciate that, brother. He was the one that gave me the game. He was like, man, don't do this, don't say this, So I really appreciate that, brother. I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick, brother.
Let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Now, some people would say, well, we're not travel shaming you guys. It's just the countries that you choose to go to that we have a problem with, right? These third world, quote unquote, third world countries, I'm putting that in quotations, like Brazil and Colombia and the DR and even Thailand. What would you say that?
Okay, I'm glad
brothers are picking those countries.
That's an excellent question. So we gotta lay some context out first, real quick. So that the word third world country, right? Where that comes from, when we're in World War II, the first world countries were the countries involved on the side of the Allies, like America, Britain, who else was France. Those are considered first world because Russia, because they partook in World War One. And second and third world countries, second meant they were some type of like help, like they might let America put their ships there. They were second world, and third world meant that they had no involvement in World War II at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's where first, second, third world comes from. I mean, people just be throwing words. People don't like dictionaries. They don't like to know the meanings of words. I just want to lay that context out first. Mm-hmm. Second, okay, so about like these countries. I mean, so they're lower cost of living and they're close to the states. We do have families in America. I mean, we do have we could go to Japan. I mean, brothers do that too. But some brothers like Colombia. I like speaking Spanish. I enjoy it. That's why I like going to Mexico and Colombia, other places, because speaking Spanish is, if you speak Spanish and English, you can speak to 2 billion people in the world, almost half the world. Right. So it's like, and then they'll bring up the infamous pan, right? They love bringing that up, right? Mm-hmm. And my whole thing is, man, it is what it is, bro. Like, we can't tell you we're not doing it or not doing it, and they're not going to believe us. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what we say. They're going to say we're doing it regardless. We can't please haters. It'll never happen. I learned my lesson with that. You'll never please a hater. No matter what you do, they're going to always look at you a certain way. So let them think what they want to think. I mean, it is what it is. We not around y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they are doing it, we're not raising the prices where y'all at. We're not messing with your girl. So why you worry about what we got going on?
Exactly.
That's just dumb to me. I just can't wrap my mind around it. So yeah, that's my answer to that, bro. It's like, you made a very good point, brother. When you said, yeah, we could choose Japan, but the countries we choose, our money goes so much further. Exactly.
And so it's not even just the fact it's Brazil. It's just the fact that, hey, man, it's a tropical environment, which we, a lot of us want, be around, more warm. And your money just goes so much further. And Japan is expensive. Europe is expensive, man. You want to go somewhere where your money stretches further because you might have some entrepreneur endeavors you might want to do.
And Japan's a 16-hour flight too. After too. And guess what? I bet you these same haters don't go over to China and ask China why they all up in Africa.
Ooh, good point, brother.
They don't never ask China that. Ask the China man why he all up in Africa. It's 3 hours away from China, just like Colombia's 3 hours away from the States. It's a different language. It's a third world country. I mean, Africa's not a country, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
exactly.
When I told you about the definition of third world, Africa had at the continent of Africa, no country participated in World War II. So Africa is a third world state. The continent, right? So, so what I'm saying, so China's in it. So that's what I'm saying, but it's only when the black man do something. Everybody else can conquer, buy buildings, start, you know what I mean? Impregnate women, buy it, sell it, do all this stuff, right? But when the black man doing it, then it's you got to turn on the camera, got to get the live stream going.
And the sad part is, it's not even white people or even the sisters. It's other black men that's doing it.
They the worst. They the worst. I ain't never met, and that's one thing too I'm gonna say about that. I ain't never met a black woman that act like these Negroes. I'm gonna be that real. I ain't a black. I actually, matter of fact, I've told black women what I do, and they say, "Oh, that's so cool," and I'll be like, "Wow," but only grown men, you know what I'm saying, are like this. Just hey, like I was telling you earlier, if I was stuck in the hood, no way to go, I couldn't leave, I'd probably be a hater too.
And the thing about it is, it does take some type of financial sacrifice for the most time. In most situations, it's gonna take some type of financial sacrifice, but which is a good thing when you think about it, because you have a trip planned out, right? Say it's 3 months away. You gotta start saving your money, right? You gotta try to get your mind right. A lot of girls want to get in shape. You can pregame on Tinder now. The world has become smaller because of the internet. So you might be talking to a woman, in Colombia or Barranquilla or somewhere like that, and you getting your stuff together, man. And it's funny because some brothers don't want to do that. Some brothers don't want to make that financial sacrifice. They want to just keep trying in their own little hood, their own neighborhood. They still want to keep trying to court Bum Quisha or Tanika on the street. They've been trying to talk to since high school, who ain't gave them no play. You know, they still keep trying, and they're gonna say you a simp. You know what I'm saying? You this, you that. You a traveling pervert because you going over there. You know, that's the funny thing. You decided to make a decision to change your life for the better, and it wasn't even really driven by women. Most cats in the States are driven by the wants of women. Let's keep it real.
Exactly. America's tricked.
Rims, Jordans, houses brothers can't afford. I know brothers that got Challengers who can't even put a box of Cheerios on top of their refrigerator, but they want the Challenger, bro. Brothers be hitting me up with my cars are old. My car like 2013 or something, right? I got a cat who got like a 2019, I think, Escalade, Suburban or some SUV. And be like, hey, bro, can I borrow $20 to Friday, bro? I'd be like, bro. Dang. And yeah, man, you gotta tell me next time you try to travel, man. You won't be telling me. I'd be like, bro, come on, bro. There's a reason why I don't want to tell you. You feel me? Let me get these super chats, man. Let me get these super chats, brother. We got a lot, man. Shout out to, let me start off with, hold on, let me catch it up. Hannibal Barker makes an excellent point, the $10 super chat. Not long ago, let me put that on screen. Not long ago, Black men were not allowed to travel outside the plantation without risk of death. The passport is equivalent to freedom papers. Real talk, bro.
Hey, Anna, that's
real
talk right there, bro.
That's real talk.
That's powerful, bro.
Man, we got some powerful comments. Shout out to Carl Stay Free for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. Dennis Jean-Pierre in the building with the $10 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. Have you seen Dennis' channel about Brazil? I think I put you on that channel, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think I am subscribed to Dennis because I was in Brazil, but I left pretty early. But
man, this
I need to go to Rio.
Very good channel, man. He's all over Brazil. He's just not in Rio. He's speaks Portuguese, so he's growing, bro. For brothers who haven't checked out brothers Dennis Jean-Pierre channel, man. At the end of the video, I'm gonna drop a link in the description so you can check that brother's channel out, man, because he has a lot of good information. He's rolling up on locals, asking questions. He's all over Brazil right now. So shout out to him, man. Hey, did you see that video? That reminds me. Did you see that video of my brother Knockout in the Facebook group? He was in the middle.
Yeah, he was in the Amazon. Yeah, what was up with that? That was, bro. I would watch it like a scary movie. I was like, yo, he really in the jungle.
Yeah, so for brothers who was not in the group, so we got this guy, a brother named Knockout from Compton, right? He grew up in the neighborhood with Suge and all that. I met his brother in Brazil about maybe 4 years ago, and we had a great time. He showed me around. He's a travel veteran. So he's in the middle of, he's in Rio, but he's in the middle of the rainforest, so the Amazon. And he got a phone. He got a phone. And he in the middle, he's like, yeah, man, I'm in the middle of the jungle right now. You got lions and bears and jaguars out here. And, it's like you say, it's like the Blair Witch Project, like a scary movie. And we brother, what you doing out there?
I was at the end of my chair, like, yo, this dude, what's going on? He was live. I'm like, yo, he in the jungle?
He's in the jungle. But I understood it because brothers need that, man.
They do, bro.
You know who said it? I think it was Charles Manson, which is crazy motherfucker. We all know.
Right.
But he was like, Black men, they took y'all from being the kings of the jungle. Y'all were kings out here in Africa, right? And I think that, especially in Brazil, and particularly in Brazil, man, South America in general, but even when I was going to the Christ Redeemer, and you go to Christ Redeemer, it's like in the middle of the jungle, bro. You're going up this little mountain, right, to the top, to take the pictures. And we're in the middle of like the jungle. That's what it seems like. And it's just a surreal feeling that you get, that you want to explore, right? Now, I know that's going to be kind of shocking to most Black men because we're not used to really exploring in the wilderness like that in 2021. But it's a draw that make you want to just go out there and explore and just see what's around that corner. And Buddy had the light on. I was nervous for him too.
I was scared, bro. I was scared.
Like, bro, be safe out there, man. At least have a walking stick. I'm from the South, so I'm gonna have me a little rifle with me. I don't give a damn. You find me a rifle.
Right.
I'm gonna go out there with that 22 and be like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, he was out there with just a phone. I was like,
with a phone, bro, in the middle of the night. Hey guys, I'm out here. I really don't know where I'm at, but we're in the middle of the jungle in the Amazon. They got anacondas out here. Ooh, you see that? Man, that was a bat. And I was just like, oh man, come on, bro, be safe, man. Be safe.
But you're right. At the same time, it's like, wow, that's dope. You know what I mean?
Dope.
I was thinking at the same, like, why he really doing that?
Mm-hmm. And we need that, brothers. We need that. Shout out to Neil Stewart once again for the $5 super chat. They forgot the countries we love to go to are the ones that love black men.
Oh, that boy Neil.
Go to where people show you love. How is that so hard to understand? Exactly. And
Okay.
the funny thing is, most brothers still are messing with Afro women.
That's true. That is true.
Most brothers hit me up. They be like, "Hey, Ferris, what the Afro Latino spots at? What can I be the Afro Latino?" I be like, "Hey, man, go here, go there. They're around. Just talk to them." And I'm telling you right now, man, if you get your Afro Latino woman, especially in Medellin, Colombia, man, she's gonna go a long way because they've been trained to be good wives, bro.
Bro, for real.
And even if they haven't, because a lot of people will say, well, it's a lot of single mothers or it's a lot of women that didn't really have relationships with their fathers in Colombia and South America and whatnot. It's the culture is like the back, sort of like the backbone of the society. Regardless, they're going to do certain things, right? Like
right.
they're going to cook and clean and submit, regardless if they didn't have a great relationship with their dad, because that's what the culture dictates.
Yeah, exactly.
In America, the culture dictates something different. In America, is you get a great job, I get a great job, and maybe we can make it work for 5 to 10 years. Hopefully, that's what you're going into. Y'all gonna get married. No one gonna be divorced in America right now because it's the imbalance of power within the home, right? As a man, at some point, I don't care how much money your wife makes, like how many degrees you got. At some point, you're gonna want to be the head of the household. Right? You're gonna be like, listen. You're not going to do this. And that can cause a lot of dissension within the relationship because she's looking at you like, you make $50,000, I make $100. What can you tell me? And that's when it goes wrong.
And I'm so glad you brought that up because I've had debates about that, about the whole 50-50 thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think that's, as a man, I just can't have my wife working for another man. You know what I'm saying? Bringing money back, and because then she's gonna look at me crazy, like that movie Family That Prays. Remember that movie? Mm-hmm. That's real life. I mean,
that was a great movie. That's one of the very best movies. For guys who don't know, that's the movie where Sanaa Lathan was working for a construction company that her husband worked for as well, but he was blue collar with it. But she was in the office with the white guy. They had an affair, and of course, she was looking at it to the monkey branch up. Of course, the white guy just used and abused her. And got rid of her and went back to his white wife. So that's what we're talking about. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Good content. Yeah, bro. And it just goes to show, man, like why wouldn't you want to be whole? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why would you want to have all the money coming in? It's what you got going on. And that whole 50-50 thing, I just feel like if both of y'all need to work, y'all don't need to be together. Or either y'all in the wrong place. Y'all don't need to be together at all. If it's that expensive, both of y'all need to be together, and y'all kids is being raised by these crackhead daycares and these you know what I mean? These low budget latchkey programs, after school programs, boys and girls club. If your kid is in that situation, bro, I mean, you already lost, in my opinion, because the state and media and social media is going to raise your kids because you at work. You and your wife at work. Who raising the kids? So. And that's how I look at it too, man. I think that, as a black man, I do want children. I mean, but not now. I'm 28. Not now, but in the future. And like you said, when you international, you make international. You get in 3 currencies. You got businesses. What's having a family out here? You know what I'm saying? What is that? Exactly. A lot of things since I've been here, and a lot of things I used to think, bro, I've really changed my mindset a lot on too, man. Like. I used to have this, like, even in Mexico, so I used to have this like American, like identity, bro. But we are our own identity. We can't use America as our, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm ashamed to be from America. We are our own men, bro. And by the fact that we left America, that show, like you were talking about how much money it costs, that right there, in a lot of ways, how do you say, qualifies you. You know what I'm saying? Like to be hanging around certain cats. Like not everybody gonna be solid, but if you can get out here, you got enough money to get out here, you got enough sense, you're not causing trouble. Okay, maybe we can work with you, brother. And then we see where it goes from here. Because I'll never forget, I met a brother from New York, man, my brother Sheldon. He taught me everything I know about the coding game. A black dude. He taught me everything I know about the coding game, and the way he explained it to me, it was how we explained it to each other. You know what I mean? Like it was our culture. That's why I learned it so fast. You get what I'm saying? And that's why, brothers, when we link up outside, I would have never met him in the States. Never. But I met him outside the States. That's why I was saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I want to address this real quick. Global Paper. He says, Latin America, the man pays for everything. Good luck. Most brothers don't have the financial means. I kind of disagree with that, brother. It doesn't cost much to raise a family in South America. You know, if you can make decent income, and I'm gonna tell you, these women are very resourceful. They'll go to the store and buy a big ass bag of rice and some chicken for like $10, $15. So it really depends on the woman that you get. If you got a woman that just wants you, for your money or something, yeah, it could be expensive. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, because I've heard this complaint before, and I tell brothers, you can't always have your cake and eat it too sometimes, bro. You know, to get a woman that's beautiful, that has a high tier job, that's gonna come home and cook and clean and service you, that's gonna be difficult in any country in the world. But if you have a woman that might have a light job where she works a few hours a week or just is a homemaker, she's going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you do have to be more likely going to have to be provider here. But you get so much more in return. You get a peace of mind because really your woman is your employee.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, as black men, we got to get out of that. I know it's going to be difficult, right, because we grew up with that. But I'm telling you right now, Asian women are not going to work for black men. Not en masse, okay? White women ain't going to work for black men. We got a whole group of men where our women work for another culture of men. We wonder why a lot of our relationships don't work out.
Yeah, and another thing too. I mean, only 1 out of 118 black people have a business. One out of every 118 black people have a business. We don't even have, we're not even, getting businesses like that. And you're right, man. I mean, we do need more businesses. We do need more infrastructure. We do need more. We do, man. 100%. I agree. And what he was saying about most black men don't have the financial means. I mean, hey, man, like I said this earlier, man, I think that once you find a reason to do something, you'll do it.
Exactly.
And it starts with traveling.
Yeah, man. And that 9 to 5, you're right. Some 9 to 5s might not pay what you need to pay. That means you need to move on and try something else, bro. You don't have to stay stuck in the same field forever. If it's not worth it, it's just not worth it, bro.
Yeah, man. And bro, we're in a time now where there's another good book, man. It's called The End of Jobs. It talks about how we're pretty much all entrepreneurs now, whether we want to believe it or not. Right. And before you would need, a big shop, a big store on 5th Avenue on Saks Fifth to be successful. Now you can have a Shopify store, like you selling shirts now. You don't need all that. You can outsource to China. You can like with my business, I can hire somebody from India to do something. I just look over their work because they do be shortcutting. They do be making mistakes. But I check over their work and we get it done. I mean, now we're all corporations. Like I was saying earlier, we need to act corporately, and what he said, 90% of brothers, look, man, I don't know what your global. I don't know why you just be really going in on black men. Like you do that in the group chat too. I noticed, he really be kind of going in on black men kind of heavy. And it's like, bro, I mean, okay, like whatever, bro, 90%, 10%, 50%. As long as more brothers do it, because I'm gonna say, like you said, bro, we're creating our own media now. We're showing brothers doing it. Once you see a brother do it, it won't be so, foreign to you now. You see another brother doing it.
Exactly.
Like you see another brother speaking Spanish. Now you're like, oh, okay, well, you see another big code. You see another brother day trading or got a YouTube channel. Now it's just all about exposure, man.
That's very true, because when you like in the only spot and all the other brothers speak Spanish, you don't speak Spanish, that's going to motivate you to go ahead and step the game up.
Yep.
Because brothers are out here speaking Spanish. And I had a dude that was trolling me on another show. Brothers aren't willing to learn no Spanish. Brothers ain't going to learn Spanish. I'm like, I know a lot of brothers that know Spanish.
Yeah, I speak fluent Spanish.
Yeah, you speak fluent Spanish. So some brothers just don't either believe in each other or even maybe themselves. Shout out to both of man for the $5 super chat. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was gonna say, and I actually know speak a little Portuguese too, because they're similar. in a way.
Oh, shout out to Adam Abakar. Hold on, this dude's. He said, Stedman, quote, "Hey baby, can you fix me a sandwich?" Oprah, fix your own damn sandwich, broke ass nigga.
Yeah, and that's the fate they want most black men to be in. They want us with an Oprah.
Oh,
they want us. Yeah. And here's the thing too: when you travel, bro, you creating your own story. You're not in these archetypes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These template, these Negro templates. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be whoever you want to be when you leave the States.
You said Negro templates.
Negro, yeah, these Negro templates.
Yeah, that's very true, bro. That's very true. That's so true. That's so true.
And like I said, you know, there's African cats doing it in China. You know, they doing it out there. I mean, we looking at we're looking at some global stuff. Like, I mean, I'm just sometimes I can't even think of the words because I'm kind of like looking at the horizon, looking at the potential, looking at how like, wow, man. I mean, brothers really doing it. Because, like I said, Aaron, me and you probably would have never met in America.
Exactly. Very true.
You know what I'm saying? And we on the same mindset. We on the same wavelength. We meet other brothers out here. That's cool as hell. You know, that's dope. We like, man, we would have never linked up in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And it's brothers I met in Mexico that I still talk to today. So it's just we just tight. Like, and I remember he needed something. I made a few calls, helped him out in Mexico. That's what we do. That's what we gotta do.
So we gotta do. Look out for each other, man.
He helped me out. I help him out. I mean,
still sharp steel, brother.
Exactly, bro. And you know, man, I'm glad we talking about it, man, because just the hate and just it's just lame to me. But it's all good, man. We living, we doing it big.
That's why
Charles. They want to.
Go ahead, bro. What was you saying?
No, I was gonna say Charles said they want us with Precious. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they do, man. Well, brothers, I appreciate you joining the show, man. Citizen Lou, I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Oh man, much obliged, brother.
Yeah, man.
Hey, can I drop my channel in what you call it?
Of course, bro. Of course.
Appreciate it. Yeah, if y'all want to follow me, man, you know I talk about Spanish. I talk about. I guess I'm gonna start talking about Colombia now.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'll really get this thing going. I do want a lot of, you know, I talk about crypto too. You know, talk about coding. I mean, we do it all here, man. We do it, man.
Yeah, man. We be having some great conversations, bro. Some great conversations, man.
We do. I'm gonna put it in back channel StreamYard, bro, dog.
All right. So, brothers, once again, if you haven't already, join the private Facebook group, Black Man Travels. I also appreciate all the brothers buying merchandise, man. If you want to buy a T-shirt, brothers are wearing them all around Medellin. Good quality. They ain't gonna shrink up on you like some of these other guys' T-shirts. So yeah, make sure you check that out, man. And like I say, once again, brothers, appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna have a lot more shows coming for you, a lot more content coming for you, man, in 2021, brothers. So peace out, man. Appreciate y'all joining the show.
Salute. Y'all be easy, man.
Easy. Oh, shout out to Xavier Lancaster for the 5 super chat. Appreciate that, brother.